Hey, welcome. This is a foreigner in the Philippines. We're up at home for a change. We did everything that we had to do today, and I just did a little video showing our swimming pool, such as it is. I'm surprised at the number of comments that we get saying it's not a swimming pool because you've got to be able to swim if it's a swimming pool. Well, all right. Well, I accept that we're looking at definitions. So, if it's not a swimming pool, what is it? And if it's a paddling pool, I don't think you're going to be able to paddle in that. So, if it's what is it? A play pool? Fine. We'll call it the play pool from now on. Let's hear how many people would like to. Instead of me saying this is our swimming pool project, maybe you'd like us to call it something else, and to be honest, I don't really care what it's called. It is what it is, and that's that. So, tell me what it should be called. Oops, I've been left behind. Okay. Well, Beth has got the bolo, which Filipinos grow up with a bolo. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you, you funny thing? Huh? Where do you live? Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on then. Alright, have a scratch. And she's got the bolo, and she's saying that we should do some harvesting of bananas. So that's, well, I can't believe how much has been growing here. And what's this? I'm not quite sure what's happening here. Well, maybe I am sure what's happening here. Having a good time there, puppy? How was it for you? Oh well, this is a family show, so I shouldn't be doing that. What? Look at the cat.
The cat over there. Have a good sleep. Mingay. She sleep.
This is actually Lena's little house, the old house that Lena used to have. Lena used to live in this little house. And then came this house. Honey, what is all this here? I haven't seen it grow quite as big as that. Look, it's like 12 or 15 feet.
That's cassava.
I never see it grow that much.
Yeah, because it was been fertilized by the poop of the carabao. That's why it's like that.
Now look at that. It's really interesting how that looks. And it's quite sharp on there. And look, it's just gone way over there. And look at this one here, look. This is the end. And it goes right over there, look at that. That's about 15 feet. And those others are looping over there, and they're even more. Look, there's another one. Does anybody out there remember the day of the Triffids? The day of the Triffids was one day I believe some UFOs. I'm not really keen about going down there, honey. It might be full of snakes.
Yeah, that's why I let you go.
That's why you want me to go first.
Your issues.
What happens if they bite my leg?
Where are we gonna go? We go this way. It's not so grassy.
That's Lena's new house. But anyway, the day of the Triffids. The day of the Triffids, a story. A UFO, several UFOs came, and they emitted a blinding, if I remember it right, they gave a blinding light show. And everybody that watched the light show went blind. That's why I called it the blinding light show. Oh, Beth. Beth! Oh, there she is. So anyway, and then what, let me see, have I got this right? And they all went blind, but the ones that didn't go blind, there were these trees that took root, great trees, and they had those feelers like we've just seen, and they were great long things, and if you walked past them, here, look, like this, they had these huge long things, and they would whiplash you and send you blind. And it was quite a spooky film. And I think in the end, I'm not quite sure, maybe somebody will correct me on this, in the end the things uprooted themselves and started walking about the place, walking plants, and they called them the Triffids, the day of the Triffids. Wow, look at this. Honey, what is all that trash there?
It's the dog.
The dogs?
Yeah, in other words, Mananglina put a trash there and then the dog play it.
So the dogs get the bag
Yeah.
and they rip it open,
Yeah.
and
It's like a balikbayan box.
it was a box and they rip into the box?
Yeah.
Good God.
Yeah, so the rice field is ready for planting now.
I think so.
Yeah, that's the area, that's the last of the rice field of Nanay over there, right? On
Right.
the creek, going up over there.
What, and that's all Nana's?
Yeah, over there on the top, at the back of that mountain.
Ah. What, right over the back?
Yeah,
Right over? Really?
Yeah.
So have we ever walked right over there?
No, because it's far and it's grassy. We're only up to that area there halfway.
That's where that little group of
Yeah,
banana
and before,
trees are.
yeah, before this area is creek, you know.
Oh.
Over there it's creek.
It's all a creek?
Yeah, and then my father and my other siblings and Nanay's father is also employed other to, what do you call that?
Clear the land?
Clear the land, but mostly it's my father who works it.
So they created these rice terraces, in fact, that's
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Yeah, that's why if it's very heavy rain, when I was studying in elementary and high school, if it's heavy rain, we come up over here to walk and swim before there, because the flow of the water is current.
Right?
You know, so up here, because this is a creek.
So, trying to get us both in the picture.
Yeah.
But you've got this, this is very scary. Look at what
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
got in her hand.
Yeah, we're supposed to harvest banana, but seems there's no more banana there.
What happened to the banana?
I think it was been already harvested. You know, and it was not been taken care of. But usually banana just produce fruits late, and then you just found out that it's already ready for harvest. You know?
So it does all of that on its own?
Yeah, like that. You know? Like that.
So it's low maintenance.
Yeah.
Well, there's some banana up there, look.
Yeah, but it's not ready to harvest.
It's not ready. And what happens with the banana that once it's born fruit like that, it dies? Is that right?
No, if they finish if the fruits that called puso, and if it's finished, you're gonna cut it and then vegetable cook it, and it's very delicious. Put it with what's that? Vinegar.
The banana?
Yeah, that banana heart. That called heart of the banana.
Oh, banana heart. Oh,
you
okay.
liked that before,
Right.
you know?
But didn't you say that the banana tree actually dies?
Yeah, after you cut, because
After one harvest?
one harvest, cut it, and then it will die. Then the roots of that will produce another baby branch of banana.
Oh, like that one there?
Yeah,
That
like
one
that.
doesn't look very old.
So all of this banana here is only planted one each, and then later on it's grow up.
Right.
So that's how it works.
Is that some over there? Look.
Yeah.
Well, I don't see any banana. Oh, there, I see some bananas. Look,
Yeah.
there's bananas there at the top.
Not. It's not ready for harvest.
No, but there are bananas. Oh, and there's a huge, look, there's a huge bunch there. See that?
Yeah. But it's not ready for harvest yet.
I know it's not ready for harvest. Every time I say, look, there's a big bunch of, well, they're not ready for harvest yet.
It's very quiet, you know.
It is quiet, isn't it?
Right. Very quiet.
And all, well, not all of the dogs, but a lot of the dogs are with us.
And even the goat.
And the goat. Ah, there's the goat and the baby goat. Oh, not quite so baby. Looks like they've come to say hello. I always thought, as a city boy, that goats could be quite aggressive.
There are some. There are some goats like that.
And like this one has horns. Should I even be trying this? Hey. And it's quite handsome. And there's the baby, munching away. So I thought that they never tethered the baby, honey. Oh, it's not much of a tether.
It's just a preparation of tying soon.
So it gets used.
So that the goat will be used, that there is a rope in her neck.
Okay.
Neck.
Well, that would make, even that little tether there would make it easy to grab the goat.
Yeah.
And that's a male, isn't it?
Yes, that's male.
They look pretty skinny to me.
Yeah, they are. But the black one is a little bit nicer, right?
Yes. The one with the black and the grey.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a handsome devil.
The name of that is Gotcha.
Gotcha?
That one is Goshi.
Honey,
Gotcha and Gossi.
you and your titles. Can you watch what you're doing with that thing?
No?
I don't want to be picking your toes up and putting them on ice. Going down to
How about we gonna do the flowing there?
Gonna do the what?
The carabao flowing. Aldo, you do a video. Okay? Good?
Well, I'm just looking at this. There's a tree that fell over. What happened there? That's a young one. The wind, yes?
Yeah, it's the wind. And sometimes it's not enough. It's not enough strength.
It's pretty wild, isn't it?
Yeah.
Honey, what are you dragging?
Over there, Han.
What?
There's ripe papaya. Come on. Let's go home. It's very cold, you know?
It's cool. But I thought that you would like that.
Yeah.
See, look, you can get a better look at that now. Huge bunch. And these are orchids, Beth.
Yeah.
Yes? And they put them onto these tree trunks. That one hasn't flowered. This one though. So that piece of land that we were talking about there, out across from the front door,
Yeah,
how big is that?
it's quite big.
Honey, there's no
It's
such
quite
size
big
as quite
because
big.
It's family land that is for sale. The last time we heard, because from the coconut there, going over there on that area, going up to that side, it's siblings that own it, and as far as we know, it's for sale. Long ago, few years ago, a nun went here because they look the property if it's because I think they're gonna build a quarters or an orphanage, but it didn't
That's it, you said.
materialize. And then
And then the quarry?
there's another one. We hear that there's another one gonna buy for quarrying, but it didn't materialize or realize because possible it's too, the locations, and at the same time maybe the negotiation of the price. So it's over there because Nanay is that area, that coconut over at the creek. Over the creek is still Nanay. And after that is them going up to that area. Before, that coconut is a little farther, what do you call that, Han? The end of Nanay's property. And then when they do the titling, because they do ahead of the titling, right, of the land,
Yeah.
Nanay just a little late. So when they do the, what do you call that, measuring, the forward,
They put it over into Nana's land.
it's like over that length, because as far when I was a kid, that Jimelina over there, that's supposedly the end of Nanay's land. That's why my father planted that over there. But then when they do the titling, they move it to Nanay's property. And then my father
And
and Nana,
you never contested that.
no, we didn't, because that time also it's kind of they're roaming around, the kids, the men are roaming around like that. So Nanay and Tatay just says that it's just a land. No one can bring land to heaven or to hell. So just leave it. So when they do that, when Nanay do the titling of this land here, that's the ending of that property. So
Right.
Nanay didn't protest it. It's just a land. Who cares? There's a lot of land and no one can bring to heaven. So again, it's very long video now. It's walk around. We're just chilling out. Have a good day and God bless.